It was 1 year ago today that the Supreme Court made the monumental decision to allow gay marriage in our country. This was the scene last year as the crowd celebrated the 5-4 ruling.
It's a victory for gay and lesbian couples who have fought so long for their basic civil rights. It's a victory for their children, whose families will now be recognized as equal to any other. It's a victory for the allies and friends and supporters who spent years, even decades, working and praying for change to come.
Following that decision, same-sex couples across the United States and here in West Michigan rushed to their county courthouses to say, "I do." And 24-hour News 8's Sarah Hurwitz sat down with one of the first same-sex couples to marry here in West Michigan after that big decision. Sarah, good evening.
Good evening, Leon. Well, they waited for that day to come. They wondered if it would ever come. Once Lori and Stephanie Hazelton knew that they could marry, they rushed to the Muskegon County Courthouse. A year later, they say that union only confirms what they already knew, the love they shared for years.
After about 2 years being together, I'd say I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her.
On the 1-year anniversary of their marriage, their hands intertwined.
I love how she can make me smile, how no matter even if I'm having a bad day, she's right there.
I love her confidence. I love how in a bad situation, she may be afraid, but she knows what we have to do.
And unending words of adoration for each other. It's been a long journey for Lori and Stephanie Hazelton. It all started 9 years ago in high school when they say they fell in love. They knew they wanted to get married, but legally couldn't.
It is now my pleasure to pronounce Stephanie Elaine Wade and Lori Ann Hazelton as spouses for life.
That is until a year ago today.
Oh, that for when I'd been waiting for days. My honey and I had been like watching the news, just keeping such a close eye on it. And when it came to a surprise, yet it was welcome.
The laughter and joy they shared that day carried over throughout their 1 year of marriage, though they say they have faced some trouble since the Supreme Court decision.
Vandalism. Our car.
They'd slash our tires. One neighbor we knew for a fact does not like us. And in fact, the moment that we found out we could get married, she kind of let out an angry screech, got out of her apartment because apparently she was watching the news.
But the two also agree the decision has given people more freedom to be themselves and make that promise to each other, no matter who you love. And Stephanie and Lori say that they are concerned about the upcoming presidential race and the impact that it could have for same-sex couples. I also did speak with the Muskegon County clerk. She says that there have been a lot of same-sex couples getting marriage licenses. In studio, Sarah Hurwitz, 24-hour News 8.